Let's go get him again.
Welcome back to the Robes Away channel. I'm your host, Mark, and on the docket today we have an unboxing, first impression video on the brand of Tartine et Chocolat. It is actually a branch off of the Givenchy line. This was marketed for children. It is alcohol-free. It is a collaboration between Givenchy et Tartine et Chocolat. So it is a brand of, if you don't know about them, it is a kids clothing, a well-known, a well-renowned kids clothing line. And this is actually, interesting enough, it is a huge part of kids fragrances. A lot of these designers have went into that section. The name here is called, it's funny because it's a play on for Le Ptisenbon. In French, which means the little guy smells good, or the little one smells good, but that's not how it's written, but it's Ptisenbon. It is an eau de toilette. This is a very interesting unboxing. Like, this is the kind of stuff that's, I don't know, it's kind of off the beaten path on my channel, a little different. I know that Burberry's done one. And Bulgari has done one as well. I remember the Bulgari ones were at Shoppers, a Canadian drugstore for $19.99 or something like that. And a lot of women gravitated towards that release because it is for maman et petit, which means it's for mom and the little ones. And I think this is going to be geared towards that as well. This is an old release. This is 87. Like, this has years behind it. Still selling. I believe, I haven't unboxed this, but I just went on the website for Tartine et Chocolat and just see if they're still selling this stuff, and they are, but it looks like the box itself has changed in regards to it, so we'll see what kind of look it has. It does say on my box here, obviously LVMH owns Givenchy, so it makes sense, and it is also available on the GivenchyBeauty.com website. So really interesting collaboration that maybe a lot of you didn't know about. Maybe something that you're not really interested in, but you know, alcohol-free. We're not expecting a huge performance, perhaps. So I don't know. And I'm assuming, as a betting man, I would assume that it's going to be a very safe, pleasant thing. It's for kids. So if you haven't hit the subscribe button, what are you waiting for? You know, these are things that not a lot of reviewers would tackle, even remotely interested in this kind of stuff, but for me, obviously, it's a big part of this frag flex. So I'm actually really surprised that this was in this huge haul, to be quite honest. I guess somebody bought it and returned it, didn't know what it was. I don't know. But hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if you're subscribed or not. I really appreciate it. Merci beaucoup. I have my Mont Bleu shirt. I'm going full French here. You know, the ones that don't like my French, they are going to have fits right now. Tartine et Chocolat, Ptisenbon, Love it. Let's take a look at the note breakdown. And as you can see, we have a big note. Like, I was expecting, I don't know, something like musk, you know, clean linen, something in that matter, right? But we got lemon, orange, galbanums in here, excuse me, for kids. We got honeysuckle, lily of the valley, jasmine. We got musk, oak moss, rosewood, and amber. So, and again, this was released in 87. So some of these things like oak moss and stuff like that, I'm assuming that got chopped off in the later versions, you know, the 2000s versions of these. Those things were popular back then. Obviously, oak moss, you had to reformulate your fragrance anyway. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of generation I have. I obviously don't have the current one that they are. I don't know when this, I'm not going to do the research on this kind of stuff, like to see when this got reformulated and when it changed. But let's open this one up and let's see, like, what an interesting fragrance. All of them, a lot of fragrances have their, it's the Givenchy bottles. The gentleman, the old school Givenchy bottles, actually. So very interesting. It's definitely not that look on their website. So obviously, just looking at this bottle, you'd be like, oh, this is a Givenchy fragrance. Somebody knocked off Givenchy. No. Ptisenbon, Tartine et Chocolat. And it has nothing to do with chocolate, by the way. There's no chocolate and no breakdown. It's the name of the brand, by the way. Yeah, I actually kind of like this look, honestly. You got the white plastic atomizer, really interesting look to it. Very child safe, almost. You're using glass, though. That's not child safe. Okay, so we'll put it on strip first. We'll have to spray the logo, so we'll switch that. And I will put it on skin. I'll see what this is all about. Again, alcohol free, so keep that in mind. Atomizer is actually pretty good on this bad boy. Let's see what we get. Yeah, this is exactly where I thought this was going to slot in. Very mild as a fragrance, very floral, citrusy, and musky. It's a very basic fragrance profile. And again, I'm not expecting anything weird, but there's galbanum in here, there's amber, there's rosewood, there's oak moss. You never know really where that would go. It's clean, it's fresh. You know, as simple as it is, it's well built. Obviously, it was released in '87, and still, like collaboration fragrances, there's a lot that can go wrong with collaboration fragrances. Usually, and the rule of thumb is that these things don't last. They are very much a one and done. Either the collaborators don't want to work together after the fact, things like that. So they're very much limited releases. It's very rare for them to last, and I mean last. Like this is going, what, you know, like 20, 30. You know, there's a lot of years behind this one. So let's put it on skin. Yeah, this is going to be an easy set of the day. And I wasn't expecting, like, once I started looking at the backstory of this fragrance, and usually I don't make that much research, but when I got this box, I was like, Ptisenbon. And then I went in the back and it says, you know, Givenchy. And then I started going, I wanted to kind of look at what this was all about. And then the research started going in a little bit, right? I'm not going to go crazy on the research, but yeah, clean. This is a first for a child. Like this is the kind of fragrance, and there's obviously a market for it because multiple designer brands, not too many. There's not that big of a market, but there's got to be a market because, you know, I would say I probably could count on one hand on how many have like a children or a mom's or a alcohol-free kind of fragrance, kind of, you know, safe. Lemon is your primary citrus. So you got lemon, orange, and galbanum. Galbanum, you know, is a resin. It can give out green aspects, resinous aspects. I'm getting none of that actually on here. Again, it could have been reformulated. This could be like a newer bottle. I'm assuming it is. It's not an 80s bottle, but very mild, very clean. Lemon is your primary, very gentle. It has that muskiness. Something that personally, you know, you could put it on clothing. You could put it on linens. It's that kind of safe kind of scent. White florals are a big part of it. Jasmine is in the note breakdown. Yep, there it is, your white floral. A little bit of that honeysuckle. There's a little bit of a powdery aspect, just a bit, not huge on the baby powder, right? That's probably what you're thinking when I'm saying powder. No. But it does have a powdery aspect. But I think it's in line with the other ones, and I haven't smelt the other ones. The Bulgari, which I think is called Petit et Maman, so for little ones and mom. And that category, Burberry has one which is called, I believe, Baby Touch. No Diddy. Don't do that. But that's the name of it, Baby Touch, I believe, or Touch Baby. Even then, no Diddy. Probably won't last. And it is what it is, as a, you know, a marketed fragrance for kids and moms alike. It's exactly that demographic. It's exactly what I came to expect. The note breakdown kind of took me aback a little bit. When I saw oak moss, I saw rosewood, I saw amber, and I saw galbanum. Those are the things that are a little out of place in this note breakdown, I'll be honest. The florals are fine. Honeysuckle, lily of the valley, jasmine, of course. And then the top notes of lemon and orange as well. And the musk in the back end. That makes all kinds of sense to me. And again, you could put those notes and make a, you know, an amber and galbanum, and so you can tone those down, but they're really not really that existed in here, if at all. I'm getting white floral, which is your base, musk backing that, and a lemon drop up top, and call it a day. You get a little honeysuckle action in here, a little bit of a powdery action, a little sweet, just a bit, just enough, but soft, pleasant, easy to wear. Kids' first fragrance, yeah, 100%. I mean, just alcohol free. Go ahead. You know, it's not going to last a million years. It is what it is. It's an interesting story of a fragrance, and I'm happy to have it on my channel. I'm sure I actually do want to go on YouTube and see who even tackled this thing. I might be surprised, right? It's an old fragrance, but I don't think any of the reviewers, at least back in the day, nobody, you know, I don't mean nobody, but a lot of fragrance reviewers probably wouldn't spend their own money on this. I haven't seen this in Canada anywhere, honestly. This is the first time I stumbled upon it personally. And then I could be wrong. Again, I haven't done too much research on it, but I'm interested to see which YouTubers. Obviously, nobody's got this for free. So it'll be very rare to have a fragrance review on this, an unboxing. But at least now, if I'm the first one, hi. But if you have, you're doing your research to purchase this for a little one, as a fragrance reviewer here that has over 4,000 bottles in his collection, that has tested thousands and thousands of fragrances. Some would say a fragrance for like a kid is a little overkill, right? My little one, I started him, he started wearing it when he was in double digits, right? Not super early. Like he started getting interested in it when he's 10. But other than that, younger than that, he has smelt atomizers, put them, but not a daily thing or a weekly thing. Like he wears his fragrance once in a while, like once every 3 months or something. He just feels like wearing it. But if you're looking for something like this for like an 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old to kind of get them into it, perfectly unisex. It smells like a clean baby's room, if that makes sense to you. Maybe it's for mom that just got a new child, wants to wear fragrance, but, a lot of the fragrances are too powerful. This is perfect for that. Spraying the linens, spraying clothes, things like that. This would be perfect for that. So an awesome collaboration between Givenchy and, Tartine et Chocolat. I love the name, Ptisenbon. It's it's an interesting name. It's actually a good name for it. Now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. I don't know how many of you have smelt this. You're probably just viewing this just for giggles, but hey, if you have smelt this fragrance, please let us know what you think about it. Good, bad, and the ugly. As far as price range, it is, I think, when I went on the website, I think it was around 60 bucks, give or take, I think. So it's a designer price point. So depending on who you are, that Bulgari one was at $19.99 Canadian once in a while. Here in Canada at that Shoppers. Obviously, you can't find that price anywhere else. Really, they were just probably getting rid of old stock. But yeah, an interesting fragrance review on my channel. I love doing these off the beaten path a little bit. And as always, a great import fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your alcohol-free baby child fragrance wisely. Very wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.